Hello class, it's Professor Lorenzo here. So before we get into structure, the one piece of structure we want to talk about is how to set up your paper. Anytime you're going to submit an essay or a paragraph or thesis paper, whatever, in while you're in college, you're going to have to set it up in a certain way. And one thing you find is that each professor, you may have 5 different professors who want theirs all set up differently. However, you just need to know how to maneuver yourself in Word, and you'll be able to satisfy any professor's requirements. Now, some of you may have learned this in high school, and if you have, this is just a refresher course. If you haven't, pay close attention, and I'll show you how to go through it. So we're going to go through the very aspects of setting up a paper. What I show you now is how I want my papers done. Okay. So the first thing we're going to set up is a heading. If you click on top of a page in Word, you'll just do 2 clicks and this little header will pop up. And inside that header, you can type in information that will show on the top of the page, each page of the of your paper. You're probably not going to have any more than 2-page essays in this class, but there's some classes you may have 10 or 15-page essays. So what you want to do is I double click, we got header open, we see the cursor open, and we want to click insert because we want to talk about what type of header we want to do. If you go over the header here, hit the drop down menu, it will give you all types of headers. For my class, you're going to use a blank 3-column header. So all you do is just click on that. In the first one, you will type your last name. In the middle one, you will type the class. I'm using an actual paper from a class I took, so so I don't mess my paper up, I'm going to use the numbers for that class. For this class, however, you'll just go ahead and do NG 92, and then you'll put fall 18. And over here, you'll type my name, Professor Lorenzo. Next, and I'll go change this a little bit when we're done with class, but the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our title. As this was the title of my paper here, I had already had it formatted once, but I'm going to show you how I want it formatted for my papers, okay? So I don't know how you've got your Word set up, but mine I have it set up so that the top edits go away, but all you got to do is click on home and everything pops up right there. And the way I want my titles is this. I'm going to highlight all that, and I want you to use the term title right there. You don't have to set the size of the lettering or whatever. If you click title, it will set itself, and it will also center itself. And the title page is going to have its own page. You're not going to type anything else on there. Some professors want you to just I know some of you turned in some papers and you had your name here and the paper there and then the date and stuff like that or whatever. I don't want mine that way. You just do it like this. Whenever you submit something in Word, whoever receives it it's dated anyway, so I don't need you to add a date to it. The next thing I want you to know how to do is to set up your page number. So because you're going to want to number all the pages, and again, you may not for this class you may not have anything more than a 2-page document. Some of you may have 3 pages, including the title page, but you're going to always want to set up the number of pages. So for that, you just click insert, and then you'll find where it says page number over here. You click the drop down right there, and I'm going to want my pages at the bottom of the page. So you're going to go to the bottom of the page right here, and I don't care which one of these you choose, to be honest with you. I like this one, accent bar 1, but I don't care which one you choose. It's just as long as the page number is on the bottom. And you see right there, it pops at the bottom there. Okay. So now, as you can see, when we typed in the header, it's at the top of that page, and it's the top of the second page. And as you go to all these pages, It's always there. As you can see, this right here was, how many pages was this? This was only a 9-page, actually not even, maybe 8.5 page term paper. That's not very much. So next, we're going to look at how we want to set up the paragraphs. Now, this is a heading here at the top. You can notice it's introduction. The way we're always going to do that is we're going to make that bold, and I want mine underlined. Okay. Then, how are we going to set up the text? So I'm going to just highlight all this, but you of course your text won't be in there once you do this. You're going to set up your text at first, and what you're going to do is you're going to go to paragraph right there. See, paragraph. You're going to want this alignment to be on left. You want the body text to be on outline level. You're going to go to the indentation right here. All of them should read 0. Okay. All the spacing should read 0. Over here on special, it's going to go first line, and it's going to have to read a 1/2 inch. And then on line spacing, it's going to be double spaced. Now I highlighted it, and it put it back the way it's supposed to be. But if you set it up like that up front, then you never have to highlight everything, of course. Now, this print right here, I believe that is in, I think that's in Arial font. But all my papers are going to be in Times New Roman. As you can see, the ones down here that I didn't change are already in Times New Roman. But I'm going to highlight all that. And if you set up Times New Roman up front, you don't have to do it again. I'm going to go over here, find Times New Roman. Since I use it a lot, it's right there. If I didn't use it a lot, you'd have to go through all of these until you found it. Times New Roman, and it's going to be 12-point font. And it's all set up now. So, again, heading by double-clicking and seeing header. Then going insert, clicking header, drop down, doing 3 columns. Then double-click off the title. Should be done in title. That will be 1 page. Your next page, I'm sorry, then you're also going to want the page number. So just click insert, you find page number, bottom of page, right there. Then we're going to go to the heading right there. Will be in bold and highlighted, and then all of our text will be in, by using paragraph here, you're going to be left, body text, all zeros, first line 1/2 inch, double line spacing. All right. Oh, sorry. And then, of course, everything is going to be in Times New Roman 12-point font. And that's how I want everything done. All right. Any questions, give me a call. Thank you.